I'm gonna leave them there for a moment. Okay, everyone follow me. Just start getting a bit split up. Okay, now Berserk. They'll stay together a bit better there. So then they want one guy fighting all the way over there. When hit 50. Whether or not I'll keep 50 all the way up is another matter entirely. Everyone. Alright. Charge. Blessing of Freedom. Does not work. Hit 52. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Mayhem. Did I lose any? Doesn't seem so. Somehow they were getting slowed, even though I was the one getting beaten down. They were the ones getting left behind. Okay, they're actually getting slowly dragged forwards towards the boss. Perfectly fine. As long as they don't just start getting lost because they ran ahead. Silik. Throw it. Mayhem. Ooh, the spider, legs going down, body being pushed up was creepy. Group up. Pff, they really don't like these. Yeah, Oculus.
You made it.
Learn my name, you know that? Where do I learn it?
What is
looks like a protest pylon. It seriously does. So you made it. Alive even. Alive even. Send me back home, Oculus.
These poor things have been
Loose definition of a home.
Oculus, send them back.
Just out a desperate hope. Probably don't need it, but it just, gotta hold out hope. Yes! When Exarch unlocks the spark of the fallen Exarch, unlocks the Vindicator's Bulwark appearance for Truth Guard. When Exarch Kilios fell, the remaining hope of holding the temple faded away. The Legion had won. The only peace they would find now was in the thought of those few who had escaped. But the Legion would soon take that from them as well. Oh shit. When the Exarch Kilios fell, the remaining hope of holding the temple faded away. The Legion had won. The only peace they would find now was in the thought of those few who had escaped. But the Legion would soon take that from them as well. Let's do it when we get back to the other place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 425. And I found our orb, a rare found our artifact of extreme power, 1.8 billion artifact power. Yeah. And a Nightborn Signet Ring. Yeah. We'll head back to the other place now in a mo. But yes, now I have all 3 hidden appearances.
Greetings.
Oh, this is our old skin. And I think maybe our old lines. The Nightwell is an incredible font of power, must not allow the Legion to make use of it. Okay, let's head back to my order hall. I will use the thing there. This feels appropriate. I'd like to get the title of the Light of Dawn. But, Don't see that being a thing right now.
Need help? Be careful.
Yeah, I accidentally started trading with a person. That would have been awkward.
What can I do for you?
Vial of Timeless Breath. It's for longer missions. Increases by success chance by 40% on missions longer than 8 hours. Wait. Awesome. So now
It's too far away.
I have the hidden appearance on all my weapons. All of them. Damn it. I'm annoying, you can't speed up the rotation. No, stick with that. But yes, we have the hidden appearances on all of them. So I'm happy with that. I am happy. Now I need to get to rank 1, level 1 rank 50 to get that. I would like to get all the way up to rank 15, level 15, but yeah, you've seen the speed I'm going up at this at. That's not very likely. Let's be blunt here. I'll do the best I can, but I make no promises. And you never know, these may still be obtainable in Battle for Azeroth, in which case, as time goes on in Battle for Azeroth, I will obtain it. They said they're only removing this one and this one. That's all they're removing, but they are changing the PvP system. So I'm not, and I sent the WoW devs a tweet at some stage, and I haven't checked to see if they responded. I don't think so, but I'm not sure if they're removing the prestige ones. They might change them to fit in with the new PvP system, which would be nice. And in which case, I'll still work on these in Battle for Azeroth. I'll do the best I can now, in case they do remove them. But if they aren't removed, then I'll get them in the new expansion. Because I doubt I'll get the whole way through. So what's left for me to do is this one and this one, then followed by this one, and then everything else is pretty much can do it when I do it, you know. So this one and this one, then this one, then everything else is do it as I go. Do it as I go, because I said so. Go to Fel, but yeah, just to get those two, then that one done, and then I'm pretty much relaxed time, you know. Well, I still have other stuff I want to do get before Legion ends. There's stuff I can do in the expansion, so I'm less pushed, less stressed about them, you know. I'm just stressed because there's content I could outright lose, miss out on if I don't do it now. So, yeah. Let me get these Crusaders.
What can I do for you? See you around. Can I help you? Tell me I hate you.
Hello.
Okay, I've only now lost the Squire. Now I'm back to my actual cap. Nice. Okay, now I'm down to 1. Okay, let's see. Send you.
Before the dawn.
The light guides my
Send
soul.
you. 75% chance.
I am the
Send that. Alright, I just won't send anyone else.
We are agents of the
Long have I stood this vigil, Palnai. I'm tired of watching and waiting. The time to strike is now, or we'll lose everything.
at your service. We will not
Ishnu Daldin.
Dionys.
Okay. Let's queue up 2 more of these.
What can I do for you? Keep your feet on the ground.
Whisper me nudes. Just kind of wanted, to send them, the ASCII breasts.
I need to
Okay.
get closer.
See? I've got 3 on display here. Now to get these 2. Well, I'll end up getting 1. I would like to get the last 2 for, Ashbringer, but the only one I'm, gunning for, I'm really panicked about is the PvP one, whichever pedestal it takes. So, I'll do my best to get it all done, but like I said, like I was pointing out, there's a few ones I'm focused on, because they won't be in the expansion, or mightn't be in the expansion. Everything else will... If it's done, it's done. If it isn't done, I should do it at some stage. Like, look here, I'm doing WoD content in Legion. In Battle for Azeroth, I'll poke back to Legion content, do a bit, and get back to Battle for Azeroth. So, yeah, I will be doing it that way. But it won't be till I'm max level in Battle for Azeroth. I want to focus on that content. Once I start hitting the grind, then I'll be popping back to Legion and WoD. I might pop back to WoD and Legion just to put on, okay, you go here, you go do this, you go here, you go do this. And then go back to Battle for Azeroth. Might do it like that. Because I have a Garrison Hearthstone, a Admiral's Compass, and a Dalaran Hearthstone. And I'll be holding on to all of these. So I can easily just pop around and get aim back to, Battle for Azeroth. Beautiful. Good. Heroism! Shit! And that sinking meant I didn't complete the 1 naval mission. Heroism is no longer your follower. Exhaustion now is. Oh, here's the Iron Orc shipwright. You weren't here before.
What next? Yeah? I'm yours to command. What next? Yeah? The talented will guide us.
Started. Sunless sea. We don't have carriers yet, so no point in having that. Go, do it. Oh, Dwarven crews have naval equipment to be scavenged. So do... gnomish crews. That doesn't really differ the two in any way. It's not a gravy boat, and that increases experience. No point in doing that. I suppose I could do it for an achievement if there's any achievements I know of. No, not doing it. I've lost more than enough units. Oh, that's annoying. I can level the unit up again. It just... I'd send out the missions assuming when I came back tomorrow I'll be able to upgrade... came back today, I'll be able to upgrade my garrison. But... no such luck. Oh, actually, let's do this before I leave. The Artificer. I heard of a Draenei Artificer by the name of Matun that was seeking to restore an old Draenei crystal, possibly of narrow origin, called the Crystal the Dream of Argus. The Draenei went missing after seeking out help from the Shadowmoon Orcs back before they allied themselves with the Ironhorde. Well, one of your scouts recently spotted the Draenei matching the description of Matun near the entrance of the Powers of Fate. Go there and see what you can dig up.
For the Alliance.
I swear I've done that quest. Okay, done. 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 Beautiful. Back to here in a minute. Hey, Delver.
Hello. See you soon. How are you?
Do that.
Safe travels. Welcome.
Give me a seal. I figure I may as well grab a few of these. A seal of inevitable fate, additional treasure in Hellfire Citadel, or mythic Draenor mythic dungeons. Okay. Don't know what that's about. Yeah, remove them all. Okay, let's go boost up a few other people. You. Damn, we got a lot of worthless ones.
I can't use that item.
There we go. Ah, actually, they weren't worthless. Good. Got a few more people up. I'd like to run his things, but yeah, I'm just gonna go worry about this one. Closer Fate. Oh, I did do this one, I think. Let's just do a little bit more garrison work, then we'll go off and do it.
See you later.
Then I'll be wrapping this up.
Well met. Have a good one. What's on your mind?
I think I might, I could go back to Pandaria and, you know, manage to farm a bit and get, you know, some resources that way. You fancy?
Slow down.
Tonight we feast in your honor, Commander. Do this. Nice. 7 work orders, 154 fur. Nice. Plenty of XP too. And 7 savage blood, 42 crystals. Crystals don't matter too much. There is some mounts for them, so obviously they matter a little, but I'm not too pushed either way about them. Like they'll generate as they generate, you know. I get them as I get them. You know, there's a surprising amount of WOD content in my Legion Let's Play. But then again, this is all in the aims of getting some achievements and getting some bags for me to sell. It's not just me running around, you know, like, oh, here's the WOD expansion. There's actually a relevance to it.
A dark wind is blowing.
Yeah, I'm working on some old stuff, but it factors into newer stuff. It's fine. Like, you know, getting the bags, that factors into me making money that way. Okay. Oh, actually, before I go, I'm gonna go check something. I'm gonna do it right now.
What can I do for you?
Nice. Some extra plants. They really don't go for much, but even if I get, you know, a gold piece or thereabouts for each, that's something, you know? So anyway, need to check out here again.
You need something?
Yep. Bah. Wait, dog. Wasn't he in the game before? Wish I had my phone here, I left it downstairs. But yeah, I swore Doc here was actually an NPC before.
See you around.
Let me see, can I still see him? Propaganda War. Zerdomi. Knowingly I can't see because of all the bits here. See if I don't recognize these quests. I've never done them. Anyway. Oh, Warwalker Cho. I have returned. You must have known that a world so rich in history could not keep me away for long. Warwalker Cho chuckles, holding his enormous belly. I have perhaps been taking part in too many celebratory feasts, now that Vale has been cleansed. There's so much to celebrate in Pandaria. Should you find any evidence of titanic influence on the native species, I'll be here, heartily enjoying the roast cleft hoof. I haven't really seen much of Pandaria stuff since, it ended. There's been a nod here in WoD, similarly that the Outland was breaking apart. But that was it, and we've kind of moved on. It was just a little nod, and that's all. Maybe they talk more about it in the Chronicles, but I don't have access to that. Like, I don't own the books, so I don't have the lore inside them. So I have no idea what's, what's in them, what they talk about, or, what, when, where, and why. So, yeah.
Jade Serpent
might find out one day, but today's not that day. Now I know that there's still the... I can fly over, can't I? I know there's still... Ooh, didn't realize there's a mailbox right here. Do you think I might have fucked myself over? Keys is Hovel. Yeah, it just sends you just here, so it's perfect. Wanted Maroon's Hoof. Lana's Scroll. Huh. Somehow managed not to get that quest. Orkai's Staff. Chief so wanted 3 different things. That's interesting. Overseer's Chair. Duskclaw Akita's Raven. This expansion could have been so much greater than it was. So much greater. It's honestly kind of disappointing. Someone rare goods vendor. Honest Jim.
How are you?
Actually, isn't there a guy in WoW in Legion called Honest Jim, or was it Innocent Jim? You've got the gold, I've got the goods. You gain 5% of all damage and healing you deal as healing for 1 hour while it inspires a rack. Here's 5 food and 5. You suck, Honest Jim. You're better back in the old days. Oh, Mattoon. Ooh, I got rep with the Council of Exarchs. Nice. This journal recounts the story of Mattoon's attempt to restore the Dream of Argus. Actually, I think I read this just recently. In his quest to restore the Dream of Argus, Mattoon enlisted the help of 3 orcs. These same orcs betrayed him and took the crystal shards before they could be combined. Find these orcs, they may still have them. First target shouldn't be far. The journal reads, I was told she spent most of her time in the crystal cave to the north of the encampment. There she studied the native tree crystals for ways to improve their potential abilities. Yeah, I actually already have this in my bank. An account on the artificer's quest to reconstruct the Dream of Argus. My father called the stone the Dream of Argus, though I've come to understand it's been known by other names in the past. It was a crystal of great power, capable of sustaining an entire village on its energy alone. Some say that it was a gift passed on to our family by Denaru during the exodus from the Argus, a connection that would explain its fabled power. Such speculation is for naught, however, since the crystal has been broken for as long as I can remember. The shards of the dream, as I call them, appear as powerless as any of the ancient crystals found in the deep mines of the Shadow Moon. Continue to seek means of rejoining them in hopes that one day, the Dream of Argus can be reborn, and the Draenei people could use it to flourish on their home of Draenor. On a prospecting mission with some of the local Ringari, we happened upon a small enclave of Shadowmoon orcs who were investigating the same mineral deposits. In idle discussion, the orcs spoke of rituals that they use to fuse small crystals together into larger structures that can be stored with magical energy. I had never had previous interest in the Shadowmoon orcs' strange magics, but it seems that it might hold the key to restoring the Dream of Argus. I must investigate this further. The Prelate Council has denied my request for an envoy to be sent to Shadowmoon orcs. I believe that such an investigation to be folly, and that I'm simply desperate to restore a broken relic. They cannot force me to stay, however. On the morrow I will strike out on my own, in hopes that Shadowmoon will be willing to assist me in my efforts. I have travelled for days and have yet to come upon an orc of the Shadowmoon clan. Though there had been a lapse in trade with the orcs, we were unaware of how reclusive they had become recently. It is clear I must make the perilous trek up the western cliffs. I can see the massive stone monoliths carved with the runes of their clan looming above the plateaus. Must seek the Shadowmoon there. Appears the Shadowmoon have withdrawn into fortifications, though for what reason I am unsure. As I reached the top of the cliffs, I could see members of their clan gathered in numbers I have not seen before in one place. The orcs acted strange, however they were not unfriendly. They called this place the Pillars of Fate. It appears as if they were readying some great magical rituals. When questioning about the purpose of the rituals or the recent reclusiveness of their clan, the orcs only offered cryptic responses. They did seem to be willing to discuss their methods of crystal reconstruction. An orc that was tending to some crystal structure of unknown purpose directed me to one called War Stonefist, which was War of the Shadow Moon, as I understood it, and showed a particular affinity for the crystals native to the land. I was told she spent most of her time in the crystal cave to the north of the encampment. There she studied the native crystals for ways to improve their potential abilities. I will seek her there. Stonefist was a tall and imposing woman. Her brutish features belied her intelligence. I was quite surprised at how knowledgeable she was when we discussed the restoration of the crystal. She boasted that with the help of the Shadow Moon's magics, she could recombine any crystal as flawless as it would have been in nature. I would need to enlist the help of 2 other orcs in camp in order to accomplish this: Vok Blacktongue and Koro Soul Splinter. Blacktongue was a high ritualist of Shadow Moon and a master rune carver. The ritual required a precise arrangement of runes, and due to the unique nature of my crystal, we would require the work of an expert. She mentioned that the orc could normally be found in the rune master's huts in the southern part of the camp. They could be identified by the standing stones surrounding the structure, as well as the floating runestones above. The other, Coral Soul Splinter, may be more difficult to locate. Reclusive hermit, Soul Splinter preferred to spend his nights out of sight of the living. It is said, however, that he can be seen among the graves upon the high hill overlooking the camp below. There he would commune with the dead ancestors, whom it's said he preferred over his living brethren. I managed to locate the two orcs, and they've agreed to assist myself and Stonefist. I'll admit their magic is strange to me, but I'm mostly ignorant of these things. If their magic will help in restoring the Dream of Argus, then it's far from me to question it. We located an empty cave on a terrace overlooking the Shadowmoon's great keep, Anguish Fortress, and under the instruction of Stonefist, I began constructing an altar. With the combined knowledge of Draenei artificing and the Shadowmoon mystic rune carving, we should be able to create a device capable of combining any crystal into its original form. The Dream of Argus will be reborn. Construction continues on the altar device, however my eyes appear to be growing restless. Some unknown forces stirring among the Shadowmoon to grow more hostile by the day. The orcs assist me constantly arguing their language that I do not understand, for they may not wish to help me much longer. I will continue to work despite the growing tensions. The fate of the Draenei may very well rest on this crystal. The device is nearly complete, though I am growing concerned with my presence among the Shadowmoon. They can't seem to be mobilizing an army, and I can see their sorcerers conjuring foul beings from the Forbidden Realms. I'm beginning to feel like a prisoner here among the pillars. I can only hope that the Shadowmoon will let me return to Draenei once my mission is complete. I've been betrayed. We completed the device, but before I was able to activate and restore the crystals, the orcs turned on me. Stonefist struck the blow which left me broken and useless at the foot of the device. I could only watch as each orc took a piece of the crystal for themselves before I was dragged away. I now sit chained to the base of a heavy runestone, awaiting my fate. My wish now is to see my people again, one last time. Bastards. Here she is.
This curse has not broken me yet.
Should have played nice.
I'm out of range.
Interestingly enough, these don't offer any rep with the other people.
Inventory is full.
Okay. Switch to protection.
It's not ready.
Oh, I didn't read the flavor text on the other one. Don't think I've read it previously. There we go. The Dream of Argus, the first fragment. This appears to be one of the shards of the dream, as Mattoon called them. 2 more shards remain. The second orc that Mattoon mentioned was a rune carver and sorcerer. He'd be located somewhere in the main camp. I think it's for down this way. The journal reads, she mentioned that the orc could normally be found in one of the rune master's huts in the southern part of the camp. It could be identified by the standing stones surrounding the structure as well as the floating rune stones above. Master rune carver and high ritualist to the Shadowmoon. Now these offer rep. The peons don't. I'll sort my way through these for the add a little bit of rep. Oh, despite me being in... Oh, I'm actually temporarily in, Spires of Iraq. Avatar of Terok, spells and abilities to chance to invoke Terok, who's utterly shit. No, seriously, he's completely worthless. Oh. Forgot to switch back. Right's Bless Seat. Let's use it. We're nearly done with protection. Then, like I said, I'll start on Holy. So while I am drawing this out a little, and I do feel like it's a bit needless, I just want to grab a bit of extra rep with the faction. Tormented Spirit. We'll stop this. At long last, freedom. The Shadowmoon Spirit thanks you before departing for the realm of the living. when I first seen it, I thought it was a Draenei spirit. Didn't think they were torturing their own. But you see that 117 there. Town Sweep, yeah. Town Sweep is shit. Tarok's abilities are utterly worthless. Smash Shadow Moon Sundries. But yeah, he's utterly shit. That's a better ability if memory serves. Still not great, but it's actually better. Doesn't seem like it hit. Void Reaver's Axe. Nice. Who? Void Reaver Une. Oh, that was the rare. The whole reason I wandered up here. Didn't realize that was her. I just thought it was a random troller. Figured she would have been in the building.
I don't have a target.
Summon you.
Hey there.
Inactive Apexis Guardian. This inactive Apexis Guardian can be commanded to serve a new master. Plume of Clarity increases haste and speed. No. 557. 557, yes. 620. Okay. Sorry, I'm always paranoid that I'm going to delete the wrong thing or whatever.
I need to get close.
Okay, I'll sort around in here and then I'll so that doesn't look like the altar. No, that would have been in Fortress of Anguish, wouldn't it? Ooh. The shadows have gathered and granted me new strength. Shadows have granted me new strength. The shadows call. The shadows. They've taught me how to slip into the minds of our enemies. Yes. Turn them against their own. Our victory will be swift. Rock. Marks targets for death, stunning them and causing them to take 20% increased damage for 8 seconds. When the last rites completes or the enemy target dies, they explode for 141 shadow damage to all nearby enemies within 30 yards. Not a great ability. Even back with these, it's not a great ability. You know, like, these may have less health than the other guys do, but they, like the, Legion enemies do. Still a really shit ability.
I'm out of range.
And actually, those totems also don't offer any rep with the Council of Exarchs. Christ, these are already respawning. This isn't a bad place to grind. So you'll probably want the, bonus rep. Yeah, the other thing still didn't hit. This crystal similar in appearance to the first. It must be the second piece. Could be the third. A mysterious hermit who prefers the company of the dead. The last orc to be found was a hermit who was kept away from the bulk of the Shadowmoon orcs at the Pillar of Fate camp, but was often seen in the high hills above. The journal reads, it is said, however, that it can be often seen among the graves upon the high hill overlooking the camp below. There he would commune with the dead ancestors, whom it is said he preferred over his living brethren. Plus, these are already respawned. Yeah, this is a fantastic place to grind. Really weak enemies.